Hello, my loves. Welcome to Jessica's Intuition and welcome to the next good night inspiration and tomorrow's daily message. We're looking here for the 25th March. Before we start, I need to tell you something. My loves, I also have to speak in a way that, yes, you'll notice it soon, why it comes across as reasonable. In yesterday's daily message, I talked about, that from April 24th, it could be that we want to start something new, or rather, that we would like to begin something new, that we take a brave step, a bold, courageous step. And I've had something waiting in the wings the whole time. I've had it the whole time. I haven't told you anything about it. And yes, I actually did literally fall asleep last night. There were supposed to be 2 readings coming out tonight for me and my counterpart, or rather 2 or 3, depending on how many I would have managed. And unfortunately, I fell asleep. Yeah, and then at some point I woke up again and just thought to myself, damn it, that's it. That can't be true. I had a dream, I'll be honest with you. And yes, it was actually for me a go in the dream also, that I want to start with that now. And then I actually started to deal with it, and I haven't made any videos because that required my full attention. To make a long story short, I exist twice and on YouTube. Yes, or rather, Jessica's Intuition is now available twice on YouTube. Once in German, that's the original. So I speak German, that's the original, and I have a cover-up, or whatever you want to call it, in an English version. So I also have a second channel now, Jessica's Intuition in English. However, this is not what I'm speaking. These readings that I do here in German are translated with a program that is, it's done with artificial intelligence, that's made with AI. And I've been thinking about that for a long time. So if you look at when the channel was launched, I wanted to do this years ago with subtitles. That was only around 2022. I still remember that from after the summer. The time it was between Auca's summer and autumn that I always dreamed of having a second channel in English. However, I have thought about that before. I speak German, as I said, I also speak German very well. I would say my English is okay. In the meantime, I understand more than before, more than I did before, as I said back then. Yes, it's not quite 3 years ago. I understand more. I can also speak better, actually. Nevertheless, my English isn't good enough that I would say I could lay the cards like that. And to speak as it is translated, or how I would lay them out in German. So don't be surprised. You can find me twice from now on, as I said, once the original in German and once, yes, the sites and translation in English. Everything is already linked on my profiles and so on, so if you'd like to stop by, take a look. I think, yes, it's not 100% perfect, let's put it that way, but it's already very close to perfect. I also chose one of the best programs. I wanted it to sound very similar to my voice. There are different price levels, just so you know. I decided on that last night and it was a thing for me. I thought to myself, you did put that down. You did put that down, right? However, I have to say this now. It will be not all the videos that are here in German. There will probably also be an English version, depending on how I can manage my time. But it will happen. So, as I said, not all, but many that are here in German. As I said, the zodiac signs will be over there. Probably also the goodnight prompts. And I just have to see how I can manage my time. Everything. Feel free to stop by. That simply means Jessica's Intuition English, also Astrology and Tarot. And exactly, I would be happy if you come visit me there and give me some feedback, my dears. I really need to think carefully about how I discuss this video, because, as I said, I will have that translated as well for the other channel. Yes, actually, I felt a weight lift off my shoulders last night because, as I said, it had been on my mind the whole time. I'm actually talking to a coworker. English, she can't speak it very well. German, that's why my English isn't as good as hers. And it struggles, with the communication in between. So we understand each other, we can talk, but it's just not the same as if we were actually speaking the same language. And I told her over and over again, and in fact, I only told her that to someone else. Years ago, I mentioned this too, but I kept telling her, I really want to have another channel in English. I absolutely want to have another channel in English. And I said, wow, that's probably never going to happen. I'll never speak as well as she does now. As I said, it is also... That's one of her mother's words. They also spoke it, and it's just different. Even if it's your second language, if you ever become fluent in it, it's not like that. That you really master the language, like I do with German now. So, as I said, don't be surprised if something doesn't go smoothly, or if it's not translated word for word, or whatever. As I said, it was programmed for that it's all... Yes, there's a reason why it's not perfect. So, my dears, I'm very happy. I have to be honest, when I think about what I told you last year in the Jupiter Oracle, or rather in the Jupiter spread in the Astrological Oracle, that a lot will change for us. I just told you that recently. This year will be quite a lot. Let's really do big steps, but 2026 fine. And when I think back to 3 years ago, 2022, that's almost 3 years ago, it wasn't really like that yet. Or rather, the quality wasn't quite right. And I thought about just making the same videos, but with subtitles, but that felt kind of silly to me, because I actually wanted to have the language and not just read along behind it. That would annoy me too. Yes, and tonight my second channel was born. So that one has been around for a long time. I actually started it last year in August. There was also a brief thought to do that, but yes, after that, it was already time for me to call it a day here. And then the thought was gone again. Well, alright, nonetheless, tonight I was born. I'm very happy that I've used the energy that's there. Mars is, of course, direct again starting today. All the planets are now moving direct. Take advantage of this, my dears. Do what I've always wanted to do. Don't put it off. What could possibly happen? Just give it a try, and if it doesn't work out, at least you tried. Then maybe next time, as I said, some things take time, and I mentioned that to you yesterday in the reading. Don't forget that now I have goosebumps, and I would say I want to lay down. I'm saying this now for the German channel. Of course, this will also be translated into English, but I'm saying this now for the German channel. When you see this video, it's coming out tonight, the good night impulse. Maybe I'll release it to you a bit earlier today, so you can also get the great message from me. I think I will release it at 8 o'clock. And tonight, afterwards, it will be me and my counterpart considerations. The March readings are currently being released on the English channel. And exactly, on the German channel, it's me and my counterpart. And on the English channel, it's the March readings. And as soon as I'm done with the March readings on the English channel, then it will be me and my counterpart. Counter consideration, just to reiterate as information, as I said, something will definitely come out again tonight. The astrological forecast, of course, I didn't manage to get that done in time. I'm setting this up for myself now. So I'm setting this up for myself now for Wednesday. If it comes earlier, it comes earlier. Otherwise, please don't be mad at me. Then it will only work on Wednesday. But as I said, I'm currently in 7th heaven, my dears. Okay, what does tonight and tomorrow have in store for us? Yes, patience. And that's also one thing. I noticed that last night, as I said, I was on my phone all night. I was working on it the whole time. And then I thought to myself in between, why is this taking so long? That can't be true. Yes, that's true. Patience. Let it grow. It's really, really important here that you are patient, that you give everything time, especially that you also give yourself time to grow. If something here doesn't grow the way you grow, as you envision it, then you can also change something. Here, stability is what we want to achieve. Look, the sun, maybe one or the other of you will see results by summer. It might be that this pays off by summer or that it will grow by then. And you can also take other paths. But put the 2 back in again. I would like another card. That's too many for me, my dears. Eight of Wands, the Lovers, Two of Swords, Nine of Cups, the Hanged Man, and at the bottom of the deck we have the Ace of Cups. So it's really about making decisions so that you can move forward. It's an important decision not to keep yourself closed off any longer, so you can move towards fulfilling your wishes. The problem with the whole thing is the Hanged Man. It might be that things are stagnating, that it's not moving forward as quickly as you wish. I've already mentioned that here. The new beginning is here. The new beginning is here. Yes, also the growth, that's there. Nevertheless, it takes time. Everything has to grow, as I said. I'm starting all over again through the channel too. Yes, my dears, such things happen. What should I say? So, are we getting another message for tonight? Tomorrow? What can we pay attention to? What should we pay attention to? Then something turned around because someone did a somersault. Balance is important. Give and take. But I also have for those who notice, hey, it's not moving forward here. It's just not growing or it's not bearing fruit. The fruits that I'm envisioning here, the ones I'm waiting for, so to speak. And you notice that this is also some kind of injustice for you, or rather that you're not being treated fairly. Then it's also about moving on. The Five of Swords, that's change your focus. Five, I just said the Five of Swords. By the way, the cups have caught my attention. Cups are not translated correctly, so it's capsules. It's just very, very important if he says something else. Those are capsules, cups, and twins, which I translated correctly. I've noticed that too, but that's fine. As I said, it's still in the works. Everyone just wait until the end of the year. I'm convinced that everything will turn out very well. As I said, patience is key, so it's about turning your focus in a different direction. What disappoints you is allowed to go. You can also choose different paths. New paths. Be ready for new paths. I say this week by week, day by day. Here, be ready for new paths. So, a piece of advice for you. Yes. Two of Wands. Make a choice. These are all little accompany. My dear ones, it's already in your hands. What you have here in your hand. You have the world in your hands. The world. You can decide for yourself where you want to go. You can decide for yourself what you want to do. Here you are on this world, on this earth. What do you want to do and why aren't you doing it? What is holding you back? What is holding you back yourself? Then you have to change if someone else is there or a situation or whatever. You can decide for yourself what you do here in this world, on this earth. What do you want to do? Why don't you do it? What's holding you back? What is holding you back yourself? Then you have to change if someone else is there or a situation or whatever. Then you have to get out of here. And I also have the feeling that some people, in fact, we also have the call to wake up. Some of them can't stay here any longer. Some people actually want to get out of here. That's the long struggle that one has been going through here. One doesn't want to fight any longer. Actually, with the new load bars, we have also laid down our weapons so that we are ready to let go. I have this feeling that some people could be on a good path. As I said, the tarot cards build on each other. It often repeats itself. Only in the last few days. Three of Cups. We had that yesterday. What feels good for you? That's what feels good for you. Look after yourself. Make yourself happy. You don't need another person to be happy. Of course, it's nice to have someone by your side. No question about it. It's nice when you can rely on someone, when you have a partner or good friends but you notice when you're unhappy and hear the Five of Cups, that's the card that doesn't make you happy. Those are the cups that don't make you happy. And you can go out now. You can go to where you are happy or where you can become happy. So, it's definitely that you need to make a decision here again if you haven't done so already. And we have here to conclude the Ten of Swords. That's the end. There's no turning back here. That's just the absolute end. And also with the World, that's the conclusion. Be ready to wrap something up today, tonight, or at the latest by tomorrow. To complete something, my dear ones. And be ready. Yeah, take a look. There we have the sun again. And be ready here for a new chapter in life. Be ready. Be ready to be happy. We often resist such beautiful things. Well, I don't always understand that either. The Hermit, take time for yourself. Looking back, you'll regret not having done this sooner. Sure, I do somewhere, but like I said, my hands were tied in some way. And I'm glad that it is the way it is now, my dears. And I'm also looking forward to the time ahead. Try to find your stability here. As I said, 2 major arcana here, and the Strength card. Oh, I already mentioned the Strength card, sorry. The Sun is also a Leo card, by the way. The Sun. A lot of luck is here for you. The energies are favorable right now. I already said that yesterday. We have the start of the week. We have the end of the month, the beginning of the month. That means we're ending with February. So February is coming to an end this week. And we're starting in March. Spring is just around the corner. My dear ones, the new moon is here. The energies, all the planets moving in direct motion should be utilized. Do that, my dear ones. I sincerely wish you all a truly wonderful night. Sleep very well, enjoy the beautiful night, and have an absolutely wonderful day tomorrow. All the best to you, and see you at the next reading.